Helpfulness. It's the glue that holds society together, right? But what if I told you that being too helpful might actually backfire? In this video, we'll look into 5 reasons that helpfulness could be harmful for everyone involved. Number 1, self-depletion. You're juggling not just work and your side hustles, but also family, friends, your hobbies, as well as everyone else's problems. No problem, you got this, you tell yourself. You might think you're being a hero, but really, you're just wearing yourself down. Ironically, helping others can be a way to avoid helping yourself. What's wrong with sacrificing oneself for the greater good, you might ask? Well, this avoidance often leads to neglecting personal growth, self-care, and self-awareness. It's like fixing everyone else's roof while your own house is crumbling. In the end, that can be disastrous for all. Remember, in an airline emergency, you put on your oxygen mask first, otherwise you both might perish. You can't help anyone if you're running on empty, or if your own life is a mess. Number 2, enabling dependency. Constantly helping someone can create a crutch they lean on instead of learning to walk on their own. The extreme version of this is called Munchausen syndrome by proxy, where someone deliberately makes another dependent. While you might not go that far, helping too much can unintentionally stifle someone else's growth and independence. Sometimes it's better to let them stumble and learn how to get back up. After all, finding your own way is part of the journey. Number 3, making things worse. You might think you're lending a hand, but if you lack the expertise or if you're not clued in to the context, you could be doing more harm than good. Maybe your advice leads to a bad outcome, and suddenly you're responsible for a mess you didn't expect. Helping can quickly turn into a disaster if you're not prepared to deal with the fallout. Sometimes the best way to help is to take a step back and let the experts or the situation handle itself. Number 4, manipulation. Sometimes the person you're helping might be using your kindness to their advantage. For example, a colleague might repeatedly ask you for your help on projects, not because they truly need it, but because it allows them to take credit for the work while avoiding the effort. But manipulation can get darker. You might be the one manipulating others, using helpfulness to make people indebted to you or to get them on your side. Either way, it's not about help, it's about control. If your help comes with strings attached, it's not really help, it's a power play. Number 5, unappreciation. Not everyone who needs help wants your help, and sometimes it's more about cultural differences or personal pride. They might see your assistance or advice as showing off, or even as an insult. And let's be honest, helpers often expect something in return, even if it's just gratitude. But when that doesn't happen, it can lead to resentment and drama. So by all means, help others, but without expecting anything in return, or be ready to face some bitter disappointment. So what's the takeaway? Helping others is important, but it's not always the best move. Self-depletion, enabling dependency, making things worse, manipulation, and unappreciation. These are all real risks of being too helpful. Next time you're about to dive into a situation, ask yourself, is my help really helpful? Because sometimes the best help is knowing when to step back. But if you found this video helpful, please help us by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering the skills that matter the most in life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on School Never Teach.